Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Cycle number 5 has started, well, a week ago. Today I am cycle day 7. We are in cycle 5. I am leaving cycle number 4 behind me. It was sad, it was stressful, it was extremely disappointing at the end. Yeah, we are moving on from that. So, cycle number 5. I am changing a lot of things in cycle number 5. Most of them have to do with the mental aspect, as well as like the physical part of the TTC journey, you know what I mean. Because I realized we're adding a whole lot of stress onto ourselves and onto the whole process, and we were just making it really, really difficult and way more stressful than it had to be, especially early on. Of course, that also was caused by the fact that over the previous few cycles, I have had faint lines, I've had false positives. I am now realizing that this was probably due to breastfeeding that was causing issues, hormones. Things did get kind of crazy and out of hand. Last cycle we did have the false positive, so naturally everything just kind of, you know. The first thing that we're changing this cycle, and we're going into it in a full positive mode, is that we are going to have fun. Now when I say fun, I mean a complete switch in the perspective. So in the way that we're looking at TTCing, we're focusing more on the sexual aspect of it rather than the ovulation, tracking, etc. Not to say I'm not going to track, that's going to come in a while. I'll go into that in detail soon. So when it comes to the whole trying to conceive, having a fun part, as far as my husband is concerned, he was getting very, very stressed whenever I would say to him, oh, I'm ovulating, these are my fertile days, we have to do it now. He would get very stressed to the point where I actually believe it impacted his performance. If we're being realistic, the performance on a man's side is very, very important when it comes to TTC. So naturally, if a man is being stressed and just really not feeling in the mood, in the right kind of mind frame, then automatically everything else is not working as it should. And yes, you might achieve the result, but it's not the best you could possibly achieve, basically. So with that being said, I have decided that I am not going to talk with my husband about any TTCing. The only thing that will be happening as far as my husband is concerned is I'm literally going to be creating the right timing, creating the right atmosphere in order for things to happen. And basically I'm also going to be jumping him. Let's be real. I am literally just going to be jumping my husband when I have to, you know, do what has to be done. I actually mentioned that to him and he was more than happy to oblige in those instances. So yeah, we're kind of adding a little bit of a playfulness to it, and I feel that that is going to help a lot. Another thing that I'm going to be doing this cycle is also using something that you guys told me, which is this fella. So this is, well, it's basically called First Response Conception Friendly Lubricant. Now this is pre-seed. Here in Australia it was renamed, rebranded, everything. Pre-seed is made by First Response. It just had like a different name for some reason. And then they changed it here, they rebranded it completely and put their name on it properly. Don't know why they did that, but yeah. So pre-seed. So a lot of you have been telling me to get pre-seed, and I've always said I would get it and then something would happen, or I would always make like some excuse because I couldn't get to it and I wasn't getting it. But this time round, I got the bad boy. So it says it has like, it's a 9-pack. It has 9 applicators and all that fun stuff. The funny thing with this, I didn't want to tell my husband, oh look, I got this. This is going to help us with conception. What I did was I kind of put it to him in a way that emphasized the fun part of it. I emphasized the lubricant part of it, not the fertile aspects to it. By emphasizing that, he actually liked the idea and thought of it more as something we're just kind of adding to our fun time rather than like something to do with conceiving and fertility and all that scientific aspect. So I'm gonna be looking to see how this works, and I'll probably do a separate video on this bad boy because yeah, I'm kind of curious. So next up, I'm also going to stick to tracking. Now when it comes to tracking, to now I've been telling my husband when I ovulate, I've been telling him when my fertile window starts, when it ends. all that kind of stuff. Whenever I would see like egg white CM, I'd be like, oh look, you know, fertile stuff. I'm going to stop all that completely. I will be tracking it myself, but I'm not going to tell him anything about it whatsoever. So no mention of fertile week. My fertile week is actually starting on Friday, I believe. My fertile days start on Friday, so it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, then Tuesday would be ovulation, and then one day after ovulation as well. So those 7 days, over those 7 days, I am literally just going to keep like, I'm going to go crazy on him, but in a more like fun kind of sexy way. We're basically bringing sexy back into trying to conceive. It's what I'm doing this cycle. Don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try. So as far as tracking is concerned, I am going to be tracking my cervical mucus. I tried the basal body temperature. It did not work. Angel's sleeping schedule is just like not letting me do it. So I've given up on that, sadly. I don't know if I'll ever even be able to do that. I don't know. We'll see. But for this cycle, I have given up on that. What I am going to do is track my CM. I'm going to use my ovulation test. Ooh, my boxes are flowing everywhere. I went and grabbed the first response strips, which I didn't do last cycle. And I also still have 4, I believe. Yes, 5. Oh, 1, 2, 4. So I also have 4 of these bad boys. These are the Clear Blue Ovulation Digital tests. And they're just the simple ones with the smiley face or no smiley face. I don't use the advanced ones. They're way too expensive. I don't see the purpose. Pretty much I think I ovulate on cycle day 15. My cycles are pretty like crazy regular. Even with the hormones and the insanity, I still got my period right on time last cycle. I'm thinking everything is regulated. And these are just to confirm so I can be 100% sure that I'm not counting my DPO wrong. I am going to start doing these a little later than I would usually start these so that I actually have the time after ovulation to see when the LH surge kind of goes down. So the plan is that I will probably start these around cycle day 12 so that I can do cycle day 12, 13, 14, 15, and then an extra 3 days after ovulation, so I see when the surge actually goes down. And yeah, all that being said, I feel that this cycle is going to be sexy. We are doing a whole bunch of other things. I am introducing some other little interesting aspects into the fun part of it. Just kind of spicing things up. I feel that we forget to spice things up. We forget to kind of like really enjoy the sex. Because let's be real, trying to conceive is having sex. And we stop enjoying that because we're so set on getting the timing right and getting the days right and making sure we baby dance, and we haven't baby danced. We make it baby dancing. At the end of the day, it's still like having fun with your partner. It's still being intimate with your partner. It's still like, you know. So we have to remember that, and I decided that this cycle is going to be super fun. I am tracking and I am looking into the whole trying to conceive side on my own, clearly because I have an awesome community that will help me in that area, and I can talk to you guys about it. I don't need to add that stress to my husband because personally, tracking doesn't stress me. I'm really fine with doing my OPKs and just kind of seeing how my body is working, because considering the hormone changes and everything over the past cycles, I like it. Actually gives me a positive feeling when I see that things are on track again. So as far as my husband is concerned, it's all the fun times, it's all the sexiness, and you know. So yeah, I don't want to drag this video on too much, guys. I'm super positive, super pumped, super excited for this cycle. Angel is not having it today. She is just not. Nope. So all the fun times, I will be trying to pre-seed. I'm actually super excited about this. Super excited. So yeah. I will see you guys in the next video. I have a lot on my mind as far as videos are concerned and live streams. I actually really need to get a schedule on track because, yeah. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. And can you tell how excited I am? Can you tell? I'm looking forward to Friday so much. It's insane. Like, insane. Not to say we're not having fun before that, but just from that point on, it's like, you know. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye.